viewers, you're welcome back to my channel. My name is Tessie. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you all, depending on where you are watching from. Hope you all are doing well, and thank you so much for stopping by. So I'm not gonna waste your time in this particular video, but please, before we go ahead, please help us by pressing on the like button, because when you like the video, YouTube will help us to push out the video to other people. So please help us by liking the video. Liking is free. You don't pay money to like videos. All right, my people. So moving on to the main business of the day. I no understand wetin dey happen between APC and PDP. I mean, what is this fight between them? Election never even reach now. They don't fight dirty.
Atiku Abubakar has never held any government position where he makes the final call. He was vice president. He was not the chief executive. He was never governor. He was never anything. Even Peter Obi is ahead of Atiku Abubakar. Peter Obi is ahead of him in terms of the capacity to make decisions. So how are we going to hand over the country to somebody who has never shown the capacity, who has never held a position where he makes the final call? A vice president does not make the final call. Atiku Abubakar is not tested, is not trusted.
Now, Senator Dino Melaye on social media saying he will break Festus Keyamo. If he catch her, he go break her, he go press her, he go squeeze her.
It is unfortunate that Keyamo, who I question is senior advocate of Nigeria, because nobody who was properly taught, who is properly brought up, will sit down and renegade the office of the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and even a lawyer for that matter. It's a shame, Keyamo, and I'm challenging you to a debate. You are just talking babbledash. You are talking rubbish. But this is not a day to talk. I challenge you to a debate, and when we sit down, then I will break you like this, break you into pieces.
We say, okay, let the war begin. We go help them do referee. Festus Keyamo come outside now. He want defend Tinubu. He ended up saying rubbish, which we'll get into later. I posted the video earlier though. So here we have another interview of Senator Dino Melaye again on this same issue. I'm not going to talk too much. I'm just going to let you guys watch the video before I share my 2 cents with you guys. So let's watch the video.
And in context. So the argument by the learned Sikh, Festus Keyamo, at the time of that interview, was the fact that he feels Peter Obi and Bola Tinubu was once chief executive of the state. They served as 2-term governors. In that sense, they held sway. They were the ones in charge. And as far as he is concerned, he doesn't think that there's been any time that Atiku Abubakar has been able to hold sway and be in charge as the chief executive of Nigeria, and that was the reason why he said he's not been tested, he's not been trusted.
Again, I want to tell you that it is a myopic expression, and it is surprising that an SAN, somebody who is SAN, senior advocate of Nigeria, who passed through the law school, will not understand elementary, constitutional democracy. You talk about vice presidents. It's a chief executive position. Whether you like it or not, is the number 2 position in this country. And it's not just a portfolio, it also have oversight responsibilities over some MDAs, ministry, department, and agencies of government. And there are many times that the president traveled. Obasanjo traveled a lot of times, where Atiku Abubakar was in charge.
Has any point in time that Atiku Abubakar became acting president?
I would not recall if there was a transmission to the National Assembly, but definitely you knew that Atiku Abubakar sat over a lot of.
So the question is, the bulk has never stopped on his table. That's the question. As a vice president, he believes, and that is the argument.
That is the myopic argument.
And it will be good if you can, just a moment, yes. It will be good if you can clarify and make that defense, because the point is making that he was a number 2 man. Not at any point that he was able to take charge as a number 1, unlike Peter Obi, who was a number 1 president in Anambra State, and Bola Tinubu as a number 1 president in Lagos State.
I will start by telling you that Lagos is not Nigeria, to start with. And it will be a very myopic, porous, and intellectually stagnant argument for you to begin to say because you are a governor, it's a prerequisite then for you to have administrative prowess over a country like Nigeria. A man who is vice president, who was vice president, and a very sound one for that matter, definitely took executive decisions. Even issues were referred to his office many times from the office of the president. So it is appalling, laughable, that for whatever frivolous reasons, an educated Nigerian will come to a national TV and disparage the office of the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That is an exalted office. And if he likes it or not, that's the number 2 position in this country with enormous responsibilities. So to disparage that office is not disparaging Atiku.
Can Nigerians trust
I'm coming, please.
the number 1 office into the hands of Atiku Abubakar? That's the question now.
Nigerians definitely can trust the number 1 office to Atiku Abubakar because he has the experience, have the capacity. He knows this country better than any of these candidates.
Has he made final calls on national issues?
I'm coming. Number 2, if you see, I watched the interview and I saw where Keyamo was talking about Bola Tinubu being a hunter of men and resources, being a good manager of men and resources. And I begin to ask myself, if Tinubu is that a good manager of men and resources, how come he discovered Ambody and himself again plotted the removal of Ambody? How come he's a good manager of men and resources? He picked a governor in Osun who performed so woefully that by electoral mandate and decisions was outvoted and sent out of Osun, replaced by Adeleke. If he's a good manager of man and resources, in the Fourth Republic, is the only governor who picked 2 deputy governors and plotted the impeachment of these 2 deputy governors. Even Fashola escaped by whiskers, getting a 2nd term. So you cannot say a man like that is a manager of... And another argument that Keyamo has been parading everywhere is that Tinubu increased the IGR in Lagos. It is true that Tinubu increased the IGR in Lagos. But as at the time Tinubu became governor in 1999, Lagos state debt was $200 million. By the time he was leaving in 2007, the debt of Lagos state rose to billions of dollars. And if you just oppose the 2 together, the debts and the IGR, it left Lagos state, understand, in serious minus and negative.
All right.
You cannot be talking about governance and you will relate Tinubu and Atiku together. They are not on the same. In fact, let me just say.
All right, my people, and that is it for you all. You see, the shame of Nigerian politicians, they shame me, because is it not shameful how someone like Senator Dino Melaye will reduce himself because of money and reduce himself to ordinary spokesperson and be defending rubbish because of how much? The money to maintain your Ferrari and the rest. That is where you are sitting comfortably in a national television defending rubbish. Somebody like Atiku Abubakar. This same Atiku, I posted a video of how he was exposed, like how he sold government companies that were built by the military government with billions of naira. Atiku sold them for, he auctioned this thing. He auctioned, check the video, is on my channel. Atiku Abubakar auctioned those companies that would have provided job for millions of Nigerians. Atiku Abubakar sold those companies for peanuts. So, if he can sell all of those things as a vice president, what happens when he becomes the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria? And we have someone like Dino Melaye defending him. It is very shameful. Because of money, the young and vibrant ones cannot stand and say the truth the way it is just because of money. It is very shameful, my people. This is the video for you all. I saw it and I said, let me come share with you all. So please, I'm cutting the video here. I don't want it to get longer than necessary. So I'm going to leave you all to share your thoughts with me on the comment section. And with that, I'll say thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. And I will see you all in my next video. Bye-bye. Bye.